Okay, how's everybody doing? This is David Warren, LearnToCut.com. Learn to Cut Fades, Tapers, and Afros by David Warren. This is the Andis Outliner. This is a very powerful trimmer. As you can see, fire it up right there. You can hear that's a lot of power. This is it's 13 watts, 120 volt. So the first trimmer that I've had with a detachable blade. So you just pop the blade off, and you might, if you want to have 2 or 3 of these blades adjusted to however you want to adjust them to, and have them sitting around, you can just pop the blade in, and there you go. This is a new blade, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blade off, clean it, and I'm going to condition it, reset it, and then pop it back on the clippers and get to work. The first thing I'm going to do is take the blade apart and dip it in some blade wash. It's a blade wash made by Oster. It's pretty good. I like to get a lot of the new blades, dip them in that first, or when I'm cleaning my blades, I like to clean my blades at the end of every week, take them apart and dip them in the solution, reset them, and make sure that they're nice and close for the following week. So take these 2 screws off first. Remove this piece. As you can see, this goes on top of here like this, so I'm going to keep this pointed down like that. Flip this over. This is similar to a styliner blade, where we're going to have the 2 screws down here and the center screw right there. I'm going to take all that apart and dip it in the blade wash. It's a very powerful trimmer. It's got a little bit more power than the T Outliner. To me personally, it's a very smooth cut, and as long as the blade is set right, you'll have great results. So now, as you see, this piece comes off, and this is right here. Now the actual blade comes apart. You can see there's a little grease and things like that left over. So, when you cut, this is the moving blade, and you want to set this blade as close to the top as possible, for you to get the best possible line or shave out of these clippers. First, we're going to dip it in this blade wash, and we'll let that sit for about 30 seconds to a minute. And, so you can see this clipper has a sort of a rubber type of a feel to it. Nice grip, very durable, and like I said, I produce nothing but good results with these, as long as you treat the blade right. I'll take the blades out. And before we put the blade on the stone, we're going to make sure that both pieces are dry, and everything is removed from the blade. Make sure it's nice and clean. Having clean blades is very important, because if your blades aren't sharp, the techniques that you're trying to apply to your haircuts are not going to be as effective. and your haircuts won't look good. So no matter how good you think you can cut hair, if the clippers aren't maintained properly, you won't make it to that next level as a barber. So this is my smooth stone. If I was actually sharpening this blade, I would put it on this stone first. This is a little bit more rough of a stone. This just smooths the stone out, smooths the blade out and conditions the blade. I'm gonna go about 10 times. Okay, it's looking good. And now I'm going to get ready to set it back on top of this. It's on the blade, so we set that right there. Then we're going to get this piece and we're going to put that back on top right there. Now we're going to put the center screw in first. Okay. You don't want that to go too tight. Now we'll put the 2 bottom screws in. And right now you're not fully tightening these screws because you still have to move the blade into place. So we're just screwing them in about 80%. You still want to be able to move this blade up and down and set it exactly how you want it to be set. So again, I use the thumb, the middle finger, and the pointer finger, and I guide everything this way. I like to get that blade as close to the top as possible. And it looks great right there. So now we're going to set the blade, tighten the blade, and put it on the clipper. Try it out. Tighten that just a little more. Now we'll double check. Everything looks good. We'll put it on the clipper. Now I like to have the back piece already inserted in, and then I'll place the blade on top of that. Then I'll tighten these up. It's a little harder if you do it the other way. Okay. Okay, now that we got the blade set back on there, everything's right. We'll fire it up, add a little oil to it, see how it sounds. And it's a very powerful clipper. Very powerful clipper. Now you want to test it on yourself. See what type of oh yeah. Very smooth cut. Very smooth. This is the Andis Master. Excuse me. This is the Andis Super Liner with the detachable blade. This is David Warren, LearnToCut.com. This is the Clipper Sharpening Series. Watch the next video and learn how to sharpen your clippers. Get them as sharp as possible so that they're producing nice smooth haircuts, and you look good producing a product that others like, trust, and admire every time. Check out the next video.